Today I am gonna tell you about something that's really been on my mind lately and for a while now. Just that now I think I figured out what's wrong and why it's wrong. Alright, so look, I know you've probably noticed the same thing that I have, and it's that lately it seems like nobody can really find love anymore. Like, girls are always complaining about how guys are always the same and how we treat them wrong, and everybody lately has been like having sex now, and adults are getting divorces constantly and everything. Basically, the whole relationship stuff has really been messed up. Well, after seeing all of that and talking to a lot of people and seeing what people are posting on Facebook, I think I've came up with a pretty good conclusion of why it's happening. Alright, so this girl posted on Facebook like last week, posted on Facebook something that said this. It said, ever since sex got easier to get, love became harder to find. When she said that, something just made sense. Like, everything just clicked. To me, it seemed like she was basically saying it was girls' fault, even though she meant it the other way. But I mean, how it's worded, it just seems like she is. The next day, I asked her about that, and I told her that I didn't get it because I don't understand why she would put that. Like, because it sounds like she's blaming girls. And then she told me that no, she's saying that guys are stupid because all we want is just sex. Like, it's our fault because all we are trying to do is just have sex. But I disagreed. I mean, I agree with what she's saying now, but her post is saying ever since sex got easier to get, which means that's the problem, you know. Now what has happened is love is harder to find. Basically, that quote just says it all. The problem is sex is easy to get now, so there's really no reason for love anymore. Well, basically, yeah. And then you say it's our fault because that's all we want. Well, if you think about it, that's all we've ever wanted ever since man was created. Because our instinct is to reproduce. And you reproduce by having sex. And from sex comes babies, therefore reproduction. So obviously, since our instinct is to reproduce, all we're gonna think about is having sex. That's all we're gonna want. So basically, the problem is now sex is too easy. But that's not how it's always been. And it all makes sense now because things used to be different. So think about it. We've always wanted sex, but there hasn't always been this problem of finding love, because back in the day it used to be more serious. Like, dating was more serious, going out with people was more serious. Like, back in the day, guys had to be gentlemen, they had to be nice, they have to try hard, try to get the girl to like them. Girls weren't easy to get. It was very rare to see sex outside of a marriage. I mean, guys had to ask her parents for permission to go out with her, and everything was more serious. I mean, it wasn't something that could just happen. And so back in the day, there was actual love, because I mean, the guy's actually trying to work hard to get the girl, and the girl isn't being easy at all. And by the time you got married, there was actually true love, and they loved each other, they cared for each other, and hopefully when they got married, it was the first time they had sex. so so yeah, that's how it used to be, but apparently now everything's just so much easier. I mean, girls give it up one night. I mean, random strangers, and guys, oh, we don't really have to be nice anymore. I mean, we can be jerks because I guess girls like bad boys now. So we can be jerks now. We don't have to be nice. We don't have to respect girls. We don't have to do much besides have swag and spit game, good game, and we're getting girls. And most of the time, they're letting us smash. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm making girls sound bad and it's all their fault. It's just that because of society, girls have lost respect for themselves. I mean, just by how they dress and how they act and giving it up easy. You can see it. I mean, it all just makes sense. Sex is easier to get now. There's really not much to it. Any guy. I mean, you can see some nerds, but I mean, they will find another girl that's a nerd. It's like the number system. I mean, a 10 will go out with a 10. That 10, that's a guy, will find sex with a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I mean, and then a guy that's a 2 can find a girl that's a 2 or 1 and still have sex. You know what I'm saying? And even that guy that's a 2, let's say he was the nicest guy in the world. He was nice to everybody, respected girls and everything. And then he'll go out with a girl, right? That girl will give him sex. That'll change her. Most of the time it will. I've seen it happen a lot of time. After they have sex, the guy will just, most of the time, change. Like, he might just start treating her badly, and after that he'll become a player because that's all he'll be trying to get now, because he got it once already. It always seems to happen. The nice guy will eventually become a jerk because of what has happened. I mean, or either that or the girl will break his heart too, but I mean, he already got sex anyway, so he'll just try to find that again. So basically, I'm not trying to blame girls. I mean, some people will disagree and stuff, and some girls are gonna be mad at me, but still, if you think about it, I'm not saying that, oh, you guys are so easy now, you guys are sluts and all this crap, but I mean, it sounds like it, but I'm just basically trying to say, respect yourselves more. Like, don't give it up at all. Just let guys work for it. Let them see that they have to be gentlemen again. I mean, you can even see that in adults nowadays. People get married because the sex is good and the sexual relationship between them is awesome. They don't really have to love each other. There's no commitment anymore. I mean, they'll get married and all of a sudden they'll get a divorce because the commitment is not there. There's no love. There's not much of anything. No respect or anything. I mean, it makes sense. Seems like it makes sense. And then now girls make it easier for us too, because okay, we'll treat you bad and stuff, but for some reason you guys seem to come back. Well, not all of you, but most of you actually seem to come back, and you'll give us a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. I mean, you guys hope we'll change, but most of the time we won't, because we're getting what we want. See what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just find it kind of sad because of the loss of respect for yourself. We take advantage of it, and now look what's happened. There's no love anymore. And also, another point is, girls say all guys are the same, but if you look at who those people are going out with, or those girls, you can see that they're going out with the same type of guy. I mean, you can't just say all guys are the same when you're going out with the same type of guy. I mean, it's your type of guy anyways, but they dress the same, they look the same, they act the same. So, no, all the guys that you go out with are the same, but not all guys are the same, or else there wouldn't be types, you know what I'm saying? So, try a different type. And you see that stuff every day on Facebook. I mean, it's like non-stop. Girls post that on Facebook, guys try to say that it's not. I mean, I barely post on that stuff anymore. I did once and it was a mess, but basically there's no reason to, because the guys that you're going out with are the same, and a lot of guys are the same, but not all guys are the same. Like, I could say all girls are the same, because to me it seems like all girls are easy now, but a lot of you are saying no, not, I'm not easy. Well, okay then, there's that few, but it's kind of goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. Point is, it seems to me, because of the laws of respect, sex has gotten easier, therefore making love harder to find. I mean, there's no reason for it anymore, when all our relationship is now is sex. In other words, there's no loving relationships now, real relationships. There's more sexual relationships. I mean, like I said, there's still those good relationships, and there's good girls, good guys. Overall, it seems that the problem is no love anymore. So yeah, that's what I've come up with and realized. I mean, if you don't agree with me, it's cool, you can tell me. We'll try to figure this thing out, because I want to know. I don't know if you want to know, but if you're gonna argue with me, then you must have some interest in this. So, let's figure it out. So yeah, thank you for your time, and hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. Well, peace, and girls, just wait until you're married. Maybe you'll actually find love. Maybe we can actually change the world. Maybe.